Hello, my name is Maggie Strasser, and this is my Phase 1 reflection for D030. The biggest thing that I learned during this phase of researching and coming up with my interview questions and picking out the person that I'm going to interview is that nursing executives have to be very competent in a lot of different areas and not just leading nurses. While that's a huge part of their job and like encouraging nurses and helping them develop as great as, better nurses, things like that, that's not all they have to do. They have to take in consideration, evidence-based practices, legality, so like roles and what those look like. And they also have to take in consideration like finances within the organization and things like that. That's kind of interesting to me. It makes a lot of sense though, because the initiatives that they put in place, they have to make sure that the organization can afford those initiatives and those protocol and policy changes. When we talk about picking the person for our interviewee, it was important to me that I picked someone that I know. I wanted someone who would be attached to most of the policy changes and the initiatives within my own role. So currently I am a primary care triage nurse for Indiana University Health in the West Central region. And I picked Carrie Shipman. She is a master prepared registered nurse. She is our director of nursing practice for the outpatients side. So her most recent initiative was actually defining the roles between MA and nurse in the clinics, because that had kind of melded together somehow. So she put definitive guidelines for each role, especially like the MAs coming into the nursing role a little bit more than they should have. So she was that was her big initiative most recently. When we talk about practice and protocol changes, like I said, in outpatient clinics in our region, Carrie is typically the one who initiates them. Since the start of Carrie being in this position, she has been trying to make sure that the roles of the MA, LPN, and RN are functioning at the most of their licensure, but not overstepping. So that's kind of really been a big push for her. She has also been making changes to our policies and procedures to ensure that our organization is providing evidence-based care to our patients. Evidence changes day to day. What we did yesterday is not what we're going to be doing tomorrow. What we're going to be doing tomorrow is not what we're going to be doing 3 days later. You know what I'm saying? So she makes sure that all of our policies and procedures are definitely up to those current evidence-based practices. I chose her because in order to organize initiatives like this, it's very overwhelming. She is not only responsible for personnel and the finances, but also like keeping herself up to date on these newer evidence-based practices and implementing them within our clinics. She has many years of experience in multiple nursing leadership roles and will also have a lot to say about what it took for her to reach this position, her likes and dislikes, and also what she has learned over the years in these various leadership positions. Carrie must use finances, legality, and evidence-based protocols to make her decisions as our leader. Just having to have knowledge in those areas to be successful at her job is what makes her a fantastic interviewee for this project.